Time's ticking away. We got our auction catalogs 2 days away from being done, and then the bidding starts. And if you remember, we bought this with the stainless dumper, and the truck's running, but the dumper is inoperable right now. It needs a dump piston. We were kind of weighing our options. Do we take the dumper off and put a different one on it? Do we send it as is? Do we fix it? So I think we're running short on time, so we got to get this thing into the auction somehow. We have a good dump body, which we'll show you in a little bit about. We were thinking about swapping onto this truck, but we are going to, I think, send this one, right, Steve?
Yeah, I think we should, with the time crunch. This Saturday, February 22nd, that's when the bidding begins, and it's going to end the following Saturday, March 1st. So as of right now, if you go on there, there's a handful of items that are just placeholders with a brief description with no pictures. They're vehicles that aren't done, and they're items that aren't done yet. It's just placeholders so you can expect what they're going to look like and whatever, and they're going to be uploaded within the next day or two. Like Jim just said here, we have a good body that has no subframe on it underneath with the hoist. We have a good parts truck that has a good subframe. We just don't have enough time to put the body and the subframe together and take this off. This is a fully hydraulic dump bed with, it's plumbed for a salter back here. It's got the hydraulic controls inside the cab with all the levers and everything, and it's got a PTO that runs off of the serpentine belt on the motor. We were thinking of stripping all that off, which we have totally done those many times in the past, and switched the dump body over to an electric body in a situation like this where this needs the dump piston. It won't be here in time. So we're going to send this truck, like Jim just said, as is. This body's in perfect shape. Like absolutely perfect shape. It's got the conveyor for running your salt out. Wondering if you could run materials out of here too. Like, say you're doing a paver job, they salt the roads. Some places sand the roads. Can you put sand in here and run it to a wheelbarrow? I have no idea.
Got the tow hitch down there.
Yeah, this one's ready to go. It's got an electric plug, hook your trailer in. This is 79,000 miles on this truck, and we're hurting. We're physically hurting from this week, getting all this stuff up and ready. And we've been preparing for 2 or 3 weeks. It's just there's so much stuff to do in such a short amount of time. The laying on the ground, the switching the rear axles, the engine swaps, the transmission swaps. Certain jobs need long drives to go get them. We've been running around like crazy. So neither one of us at this moment this week have it in us to switch the dump bodies. This truck needs a couple tires, I think. This one shot on the other side. One in the front here it holds air, but they nicked it with something. So this one's gonna get swapped. We have a parts truck outside. We're gonna switch that around. This has a Myers plow mount on it, and it's gonna come with the Myers harness.
Yeah.
The plow harness. It does not have a controller, but you can probably buy one on eBay. We don't have any in stock currently. But this is going to be a nice, clean look. It is. It's dirty right now, but it's going to be a nice, clean truck by the end of this video. Low miles, it's 4-wheel drive. Throw a piston in it and go to work. Honestly, I think the hydraulic line is capped off where the piston was from when they stole it. I think you can still run the rest of the hydraulics if you were to salt or run the conveyor, but I'm not too sure on that. They just put plugs in the line. So,
well, let's go sound out the plan and let's go look at kind of what we were originally thinking, so that the viewers can understand.
Well, Jim's working on the next video to upload. This is Papa Zig's backup walker that you guys saw a couple videos ago. This works. It needs one bracket switched out underneath the seat, and we have the part actually in stock, so we're going to swap that out. The rear tires need air.
Start off with this truck.
8 degrees out. And if that truck does sell, we're still gonna, we bought the dump body for a specific situation like this, but we're thinking we're gonna put the dump body on a 7.3 probably.
So this is the truck that we stole the axle out of yesterday.
So,
and it's just sitting here all helpless with nothing back here. But look at the dump body has holes in it. But the subframe.
The subframe with the piston, it's electric, it does not. It's in good shape.
That's what we're after here. So
we're gonna take these racks off. These will get sold separately because people want the higher ones. As you can see, our green one right there has the low sides. If you're moving hay, or whatever some farmers use these for. I think they prefer higher sides. I'm not too sure what boxes. I don't know. I would prefer the higher sides of this than that style any day. But these are in good shape. This body's going to get cut off of the subframe and scrapped. The subframe's in good shape. Like we said, I don't know. If it's just me, my opinion is I like the electric dump bodies better.
Yeah.
For the business we're in now. For landscaping, I could see why you would like the hydraulic better, because it dumps a hell of a lot more, and it runs off of PTO. So as much as you can fill it up, it'll dump it. The electric, instead of like letting the electric motor run to dump it. But for us, the simplicity of just having to plug some wires in versus having all these hydraulic hoses and fluid running.
Yeah.
So and this subframe is going to come off this truck.
It's got the hinges down there, just welded in the back and bolted in the front. So that's not a hard job at all. It's just, at this point, like, look at the back of Steve's shirt. Turn around there. I mean, it's all dirty from laying on the ground. His back's probably giving out here.
Probably it is. Like, his knees hurt.
We bought this dump body we've been holding on to for a couple months because we're waiting for a good truck to put it on.
Just like we had on our dump truck, except ours was 12 foot, but it's the same thing. It's got the rear swing doors. It's got the wiring in place for the running lights. It's got the side door that opens. Everything's there except the guy cut it from the subframe. So this doesn't have a hoist or a piston or anything.
Yeah.
So this is the perfect body to put on the subframe of that truck to put on a truck.
Yeah, it's actually, it looks nice too.
As you've seen, this trailer, trying to sell it on Facebook for now, kind of being a little bit aggressive with the price before the auction happens, but now this is going in the auction also. So we're going to start by using our 3M eraser wheel. We're going to be taking off the glue that's left on these doors. The driver passenger door, the fender's got the number of truck that this thing was, and we're gonna zip this off real quick. That's a little bit better for the front of this truck. They had the like the all steer, the all position tires in the front, which is completely fine, but we switched them out with some nice rugged Continental tires just for better traction, and obviously it needed it. This is off the 6.4. You just saw me take it off, but there's a lot of tread left on these front. I made them so they matched. The tread matched in the front. Now the back is a different story because one tire is completely blown out, so we're gonna put a tire, I'm trying to figure this one out too. We're gonna get the back up in the air. It's a little bit weird with this lift here because the truck has to be, especially with the hydraulic tank on this thing. On the other side, the truck's got to be in the perfect position because the hydraulic tank's in the way, and on this side there's another box. So for the lift post to pick it up, the truck's got to be moved up farther, I think. And then we're gonna get these back wheels straightened out, clean this truck up, and this one's ready to go into the auction catalog also. So check that out. It is completely blown out. Obviously it's off the rim, but this is going to be the joke of the day. Papa Zig, we love you to death. Tire slime and tire plugs won't fix this. Nothing's going to fix this other than putting this wheel on it right here. Putting this wheel on this is going to solve all the problems. Papa Zig, I'm just making you laugh. I know you're not probably watching this, but our other brothers and sister-in-laws are watching this, so they're going to think this is funny. Zip ties is not going to fix this. Tire slime's not going to fix this. Keep going's not going to fix this. It is, as you say, it's only flat on the bottom.
Now that the truck's done, mower's done. There goes the snowplow for $2 grand. Look at that. The one that came off of this parts 6.4 over here.
4-hour drive for the guy too. He brought his friend.
$2 grand for the plow. We paid $1,400 for the truck. So not too bad. They drove down from Massachusetts and it's going up there. They supposedly have a lot more snow than we do here.
That's where our brother Matt lives. They just got nailed last weekend with snow, and today's Thursday, right? I think they're getting snow up there.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. It missed us, but last week they got a ton. They have a lot of snow.
So everything's coming along nicely though.
All right, guys, we got a key here. We have a blue 2008 F350 without a rear differential. Well, no, this key's not going to start it. It's going to start the forklift, because we need the forklift to pick this thing up and get it in the garage so we can continue on with it. Don't you feel bad for it? Like, it's just a sorry 24,000 mile truck. It was doomed from the beginning, from when Ford put the motor in it and sent it off the production line.
It looks pretty cool actually, like this. No, I'm just kidding. It looks like a squatted piece of crap.
Oh, look at that.
Can't open it.
Good enough. We have 4 rust-free doors. One might have a little scratch up here now, but we have 4 rust-free doors that are worth probably what we paid for the shipping back here. I don't know. This is just a home run all the way around with this truck. It's been used in and out. I mean,
The seat.
the seat's ripped. The back seat's actually good. Are these seats identical? Like, would the rear seat fit in the front, or the bracket's different?
I think the bracket's different because it
seat-
doesn't slide, right?
But the seat's probably going to be the same if you were to unbolt the seat from the...
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Okay. We got air filter back here. We got a valve cover back here. The coolant bottles back here. But I mean, look at the inside of the valve cover.
Even the outside.
Yeah, look at how clean this is. It's almost like they never used it. We got our remote back here for the dump body.
Where?
Right there.
Oh yeah.
But we're gonna show you what it does. They got the glow plugs out. It cranks with no compression, since obviously when you remove the glow plug, there's no compression. But it cranks, unlike the green one outside that doesn't crank at all. We think that one's locked up. Can we fix this one? Why did they take it apart? The guy told our transporter that it had fuel contamination.
Yeah.
But also, when places like where we got this from work on this, they don't know what they're doing. And then they just buy a new truck. They don't even really dig into it to see what's wrong with it.
Here, grab a light so we can see. There's the other
valve cover.
It's the old light.
Yeah, so let's put...
You look down in here, this side, the valve cover's off, driver's side. Just everything's sitting there. Hose is missing there. The battery tray is missing.
But they took all that stuff away just to get to the valve covers.
Yeah.
Because they believed it was fuel contamination. We don't know a whole lot about these engines other than they're worth a lot of money when they run with no problems because someone needs them. But if not, we know that the parts are worth quite a bit of money. So we're either thinking, let's try and take a stab at this, see if we can get it running with the valve cover off, if we throw the glow plugs back in. Because all they did was take the valve covers off. They didn't do anything else. Now why?
The one thing we've learned too is you never trust anybody else who's done anything to these trucks, because probably 90% of the people who put their hands on these should never be doing it to begin with. And that includes on a 6.4 for us. Yeah, Steve just said it. We have not really worked on them, but we're going to try to figure some things out, and this is our own truck. Or
we're going to part everything out. We got it's a dual stage turbo, right?
Yeah,
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
I don't know the exact terms for every single part on here, but we have like, there's parts for days on just the motor alone that are worth selling on eBay. And we got to pull the cab anyway because we're going to sell the transmission, the transfer case, the front axle, and or the adapters, or both.
Yeah.
The emblems, the doors, you name it. We're going to take everything off and strip this thing down, or we're going to try and see if the motor runs and get it to run. We can't drive it, but we're going to see if it would work.
But also, it's when you pop the hood on one of these trucks, it's like, well, what the heck am I even looking at? Because there's so much stuff going on. And that's why if we do part it out, we're going to learn probably a lot more. As the parts come off, we'll see more of what's going on. Try?
That doesn't sound good.
No, it does not. I don't know. It could just be the air. I can't hear because the air's pushing out of the glow plugs. I can't even tell. Yeah,
I don't really want to screw with taking parts and trying to make it run, and we still can't get it up to operating temperature.
Imagine though being the local mechanic and somebody brings you this truck. I mean, and you have no experience. Throw down in the comments. Are you going to even try to fix the truck? Because I don't know. If you're a general auto care place, it's tough. What do? You don't really know too much about it. What are you looking at? Show them the odometer real quick, just to.
Yeah, I'm going through it's got 1,300 hours on it.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, it makes me want to try to put it back together and fix it.
Gotta click through all this stuff. 1,387 idle hours. That's nothing. I just had the miles. What am I?
There it is.
24,000 miles. 1,387 idle hours. There should be nothing wrong with this engine, even with the flaws that this engine has.
Yeah.
But we don't know. We got another plow mount we're going to take off. And we did get a couple comments. Why do you guys take every single plow mount off? And just a simple answer to that is selling vehicles on the side, when we were doing it, when we were landscaping as like a part-time gig, we were keeping the plows on everything with the mounts on everything and sending it. And we weren't getting what it was worth, like full value, selling it as a side. Now that we're doing it full time, we did test last year selling some trucks with the mount and the plow together, and they were still selling for the same. Because people can view plow trucks two different ways. For us, we take the plow off, we're getting full value for the plow. We're selling the mount on eBay. We sold 40 plus already. And then the same thing with the wire harnesses, because people are buying trucks and they want to put a plow on it to start their plow business, to go along with their landscaping business or their contracting business, whatever. They need a mount, they need a harness, they need a controller. But they want to put it on their existing truck that they already own. So that's where we come in on eBay, and they're buying the mounts, the harnesses, the controllers from us, and then people are coming in person to buy the plows from us. So that's why we take them off. Instead of leave just the mount on a truck empty with no plow, we could pair, we have plows in stock for days, so we could pair that plow up to a truck in 2 seconds, but for us, it's not really increasing the value. There is that 1 or 2 times that it makes sense, but for the most part, for us to be as profitable as we can, we separate everything.
Yeah, that's a good point. And also, a lot of people ask us, well, how much will you take with the plow off? We got that a bunch of times in the very beginning.
Because a lot of people have their own plows already.
And they want to try to save money, and you know how that goes. They want to beat you down on the price. But
guys, as you're watching this right now, the bidding is live, right?
It is.
It's
Saturday.
live.
It's live.
It is Saturday. You guys are watching the video. It's live. So if you guys want to click down, all of the pictures have been uploaded. All the descriptions are there. Read all the terms and conditions, pickup days, preferred methods of payment. Everything's on Proxibid. I don't even need to go on and on and on.
We'll be back next week with some more parting out and stuff like that. Maybe we'll see what the deal is with this thing.
Yeah, because we have our full week next week of online bidding for all of the stuff that we've been working on in these past videos, and we have 3 part outs lined up. The mower giveaway, which is happening next week in a video, a whole video dedicated just to that. The mower is going to be ready to go, completely start to stop. Subscribe to our YouTube, go to our website, put your email address in to enter the giveaway. Feels like we've been going on and on about this, but once again, it's been too cold to like turn the faucet on to clean the mower and get it looking really good, which it's going to, and we've just been so busy getting this stuff ready for the auction. But this next week, it's happening. This is also our first full week doing YouTube. I think we did 5 videos in the past 7 days.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, guys. I'm in here for the first 4 hours of the day, putting rear ends in trucks, taking mounts off, getting walker mowers ready, and Jim's in the office with his head down going to work, putting these videos together for you guys. We're making the perfect team to get this stuff done. And then Jim's joining right at the end of that morning to put the last 5 hours of the day in, hands-on with work while we're still filming. So it would mean the world to us if you could subscribe, like this video, give it a thumbs up. We've just completely changed our mindset that a lot of work is going into this social media. We're going full force. We're not taking any breaks. We're going for it. We want you guys along for the ride. Check out our auction and good luck bidding.
The video's not over yet. I'm going to try to put this truck back together real quick just to see if it runs. They left all the glow plugs here, a bunch of random parts in the box. I'm gonna take a stab at it, try to put some of it back together. Should be okay doing that, but I am just curious. I gotta see what it does. This is not over yet.